It started as a glowing red dot in the night sky. Within hours, UFO sightings were flooding in from around the globe. Amsterdam, Beijing, Rio de Janeiro, Sydney. Strange objects were appearing above every major city. The world held its breath in those early moments, transfixed by both awe and foreboding. What did this mean? But soon the true horror would reveal itself. Screams pierced the stillness of a summer night in Paris as the first wave arrived. Hideous creatures on spindly limbs emerged from the shadows. Their bulging oval eyes reflected no empathy, only a clinical curiosity as they examined the fearful humans. Defense forces rushed in, but their efforts had no effect. The aliens spread swiftly, incapacitating all who stood in their way. In London, Mr. Banks had just sat down with his morning tea when he noticed the eerie silence outside. He cautiously peered out the window to see an abandoned newspaper and postman's truck, back door flung open. But not a soul stirred. Where was everyone? The aliens had come like phantoms in the night. Chaos erupted worldwide. Survivors told of cities laid waste, strange beings roaming the streets. Their weapons were unknown, but devastatingly effective. Entire armies dissolved before them. Populations fled in terror from the alien threat, but there was nowhere to hide. A farmer in Kansas heard a low rumble approach from the sky. He looked up to see a mammoth spacecraft, its metallic hull gleaming. He ran into the cornfield just as a beam shot forth, instantly setting the house ablaze. They had brought an arsenal unknown to mankind, against which there was no defence. In the Australian outback, hundreds huddled in an underground bunker, but they could hear shuffling footsteps above them and inhuman shrieks that turned their blood to ice. Their provisions ran low, and the aliens hemmed them in on all sides. When they finally emerged, the world they knew was gone. The days blended together as a haze of unrelenting horror spread across the earth. No weapon could touch the invaders, no stronghold could keep them out. They swept across humanity's cities and civilizations like a plague. Man was no longer the dominant species on the planet. A band of survivors hid in the ruins of a church in Rome. As an alien patrol approached, they exchanged silent glances, preparing to meet their end. The creatures paused, tilting their heads curiously, as if unable to comprehend the interlocked hands of the humans, their eyes closed in solemn prayer. Then they turned and moved on. The aliens finally retreated as inexplicably as they came. Their ships rose as one into the sky until they faded from view. They left behind a shattered world, its population decimated and infrastructure destroyed. Few could comprehend the sudden relief, having resigned themselves to eradication. They had withstood the apocalypse, but could scarcely recognize the earth that remained. Nothing would ever be the same.